Yes guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome to the George Benson football channel. We are in Valencia, south of Barcelona, south of Zaragoza in Spain, slightly north of Alicante, and it is a beautiful day, 23 degrees at 10 o'clock in the morning. It's what you want in November. Bit of a dream, to be honest. It's exactly a month until Boxing Day. I was going to say a month until Christmas, but that would have just been a lie. 26th of November, the day before Valencia versus Chelsea. 3 teams in Group H on 7 points, the biggest game so far in Chelsea's season. Feel as though on this channel, I say that pretty much every single week, but there's excitement building around this club, there's excitement building around this season, and I think this game against Valencia could well spark a great run of form going into the Christmas period, and if we win here, we put ourselves in a great position to qualify to the last 16 of the Champions League. So we're next to the Mestalla Stadium. Give you a little bit of information about this place. It's quite intimidating, I'm not going to lie. We turned up here last night, it was pretty dark. The stadium is very black, very orange. It kind of feels, and I spoke to Louie about this, and Louie's actually like the other side of the camera.
Hi!
He's there, he's going to come in a minute and we're going to talk about the team and our chances and stuff together. But it's a very daunting ground. You get a real footballing feeling about the passion involved in this city with its people and their affiliation to their club. There was a lot of people here last night collecting tickets. It's the most expensive game within the Champions League group for Valencia fans to go to, and right now there is a lot resting on this fixture, not just for Chelsea. We went to Lille away and won, we went to Ajax away and won. Can we make it 100% away from home this season in the Champions League and get a big step into the last 16? Lawrence, how does it look on the main camera? This is a little interlude, Mr. Louie Beneventi. Welcome to Spain.
Thank you.
Give us a little 30-second rundown of the issues you had to get here.
Okay, so Lawrence, Ryanair, the Central Line. Basically, right, we woke up 4 o'clock in the morning to get a 4:52 bus to Stansted. Lawrence like, oh, we got loads of time, I'm going to have a shower. At this point, it was 4:40. So I wasn't sure, I thought we'd leave it. The bus driver closed the door and went, so we got the next one. We then got to Stansted, had to peg it. I couldn't check in on my phone 2 hours before the flight, so I tried to explain that. So I had to pay an extra £55 for that. I then went to go through security, and they wouldn't let me get through security. I then got a protocol spot check. I then missed my flight by 2 minutes, so I had to go to Gatwick. So I got from Stansted to Liverpool Street, took the Central Line in rush hour. So yeah, I was in a sauna for an hour. I then got to Victoria, missed the first train to Gatwick, got the second one, got there, got the flight, had fun, fell asleep on the plane, had a whole aisle to myself, and yeah.
Well, that's all right then. You missed your flight to get an entire aisle to yourself. Basically, that wasn't 30 seconds, but it deserved a story because, well, when you wake up at that time in the morning, the only thing you want to do is get to where you need to be. But this man did a tour of London, a tour of Stansted, and a tour of Gatwick, but we did make it in time to be here.
Yes.
Louie.
Yes.
Where are you posting videos at the moment? People ask me, so just tell us what you're doing.
So right now, I'm not doing anything on 100% Chelsea at the moment. There's been a bit of a rebrand and a restructure with the company that it's under. So I'm actually posting on my personal channel, which is Louie Beneventi. So if you want to see more stuff and see a preview of Valencia versus Chelsea over there as well, featuring this man.
We're just doing it all together, really. We need to get back to the football content.
We do. Let's go. Let's go.
Audience retention is key. YouTube 101 here with Benson and Beneventi. Anyway, we've moved on from that now. Let's talk about lineups. Now, I gave Kepa a bit of stick after the Man City game, and I think it was justified stick, and I stand by my statements.
Yeah.
However, surely he's the only man for the job right now at Chelsea, and he starts here in Valencia, right?
Oh, well, for me, he's the third best keeper in the Premier League still. I think, yes, he does make a few mistakes here and there. Regularly, I'd say he's quite consistent. For a £70 million goalkeeper, to have so little said about him, to be honest, is a good thing.
It is.
And right now, yeah, he's the man for the job at Chelsea. I mean, Willy Caballero's solid number 2, but in a game like this, you want your best players out on the pitch, and Kepa's our best goalkeeper.
Absolutely. I do rate Kepa very highly. I've just also got very high standards of him. So, as a goalkeeper myself, as I'm pretty good at saving penalties.
You're such a liar.
Yeah,
you came off your line. He stopped me from scoring in the same end as Eden Hazard by coming off his line. He's a cheat.
I'm a cheat.
You are a
scumbag. Backline: Reece James, Zuma, Tomori, Emerson. Tell me otherwise.
I would say yes, but I know for a fact Azpilicueta will play.
You think so?
And he earned his place against Man City.
Azpilicueta was brilliant against City, be it at right back or left back, he did a job. So potentially then, could we see James, Zuma, Tomori, Azpi?
That would be my personal backline.
Okay.
I'd go with that. I think, look, Emerson's great, but I think he makes the wrong decisions in the final third a lot. Don't get me wrong, he's a very solid left back. I can't wait to read the comment section on this video now. But he's better than Marcos Alonso. But Azpilicueta is a better defender than both of them. I think at the Mestalla, a ground renowned for, basically being absolutely mental with the Valencia fans, you're going to want to have something sturdy at the back. Reece James, solid player, can go up and down, he's sorted. But then Azpilicueta offer that option defensively to what are two very young centre-backs in a game where you're going to need experience.
I do agree with you. I was going to put Emerson in, but then thinking about Azpilicueta's performance at City, he was one of the, and I probably didn't give him enough credit in the 6 Things We Learned video, that was the last video on the channel. Azpi was brilliant, and I think in those kind of games, the City game and the Valencia game, even though arguably City are a better side than Valencia are, I think when Valencia came to the bridge, I wasn't that impressed with them, and I think that was probably our worst performance of the season, actually.
I would agree with that. I think Lampard worked with the 3 at the back because it was just not worked in previous games.
Yeah.
But we could have gone at Valencia a bit more. The issue is, I think Rodrigo's a massive problem up front. He's got a lot of pace, and obviously with Zuma, Tomori's fast. I think if we are a bit clumsy at the back, we will get pressed.
Yeah.
But I think that. Yeah, it was our worst performance. We've definitely learned from that. And
we've improved so much.
Normally in November, Chelsea are renowned for having a really bad run of form.
This is it. We're doing all right now.
We're doing okay. We're solid.
Another key thing I think for this game as well, don't know if you guys are aware of this, don't know if you're aware of this, the Valencia player I was probably most impressed with was Kondogbia.
He's a good player.
He's injured.
Is he?
Hamstring injury. Can't play. Okay. That's key for Chelsea. The game will be won in the middle.
Yeah.
I think, if we move on from the defenders now, I think we will go with the same midfield 3 of Kovacic, Kante, Jorginho.
Yep.
We probably did get found out in midfield positions against City because of that press. Probably the best team in the world at doing that. I do think Jorginho got found out a little bit in terms of, we mentioned it, the athleticism. This is going to be a different kind of game. Jorginho will be able to control that midfield for Chelsea in this one. 100%. And I think we'll win the game. I think we will win the game, by the way. We'll get into the predictions in scorelines in a moment. Those will be the 3 for the midfield. Do you agree?
I would agree with that. I don't think there's really any arguments. Kovacic has been outstanding this season.
Brilliant. Very good against City too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he was. I mean, the way he beat the press and then moved the ball was really, really good.
Yeah.
And then Kante coming back inside. I don't think there's any arguments. Probably the best defensive / one of the best central midfielders in the world, in my opinion.
Yeah, we saw 2 of the best midfielders in world football on the pitch between De Bruyne, Kante. Every time we have a big game, Kante shows up, and this game is going to be key for him as well. Those 3 in the middle, and then I'm going to make a few changes going forward. I am going to stick Tammy Abraham up front, of course. Just get that one out of the way while we're here. Pulisic and Mount together.
How would Mount play? Because would he be free roam almost? Like maybe
free roam starting on the left, but interchanging with Pulisic. Pulisic can also play in the 10, we know that. But if we're going with a 4-3-3, Pulisic to start on the right. Yes, I know, you guys tell me all the time, the right-hand side is not Pulisic's best position. Totally agree with that. But I think in this game, and after what we saw against City, we need Mason Mount in the side. And I think Pulisic's quality, we can rely on Pulisic more in the final thirds, I think, to finish than Willian.
Yeah.
So for this game, I would go with Pulisic over Willian, and I think Mount is key in this one.
I would agree, but I do want to make a case for Willian, because he has had an outstanding season so far.
He has.
And where we're talking about experience in the side, Willian could be so big in this game. I think Jose Gaya could be pressing a lot more up that left-hand side. So, and we saw with Willian in the first half against Man City, when he was left open by Benjamin Mendy, he caused so many problems.
Yeah.
Pulisic, like we've said, right-hand side is not his best position. If he's interchanging with Mount, I can see it. I think it's important to have Mount in the side, and I think he's got a lot of unfair criticism over the past few weeks.
He has, yeah.
I just worry because I've got a weird feeling. The more I see him play, he had that injury a few months, like it was like about a month ago, wasn't it? I still don't think he's fully recovered, and we're pushing him to do stuff. I would personally play Pulisic on the left, and I'll play Willian.
So Mount on the bench.
Mount on the bench to bring on if we really need him. I just think he's a young lad, a lot of fatigue already after playing a lot of minutes of football in the Premier League. He's definitely carrying an injury. I just think, as great as he is, just maybe slow it down a little bit, let him have a bit of time to recover.
There's also the Pulisic injury, and he played 90 minutes against City. There wasn't, we thought leading up to that game there was like a 50% chance of Pulisic playing. He played, and he played the full 90, so that's either like he needed to play that full 90 because we were trying to go for it against City, which I would argue that we didn't really go for it as much as we could have done. So is Pulisic going to be ready to start again in Valencia? That could be the issue. So it could be Willian, Mount, Tammy as a result of that, but I agree with you. I thought Mount has received a lot of criticism. A lot of it has been blown way out of proportion above what it should have been. They're so young.
He's a year younger than me.
I mean,
That's so depressing.
and Louis could have made it as a professional footballer as well,
I
which is a
share a
crazy
birthday
thing.
with Kylian Mbappe.
That's incredible.
And Ashley Cole. That's depressing. I have someone who's a year younger than me that's won a World Cup. It's not fair.
That is mad. Kylian Mbappe, what a boy. Anyway, we'll probably sign him, to be fair. I
yeah,
know.
definitely.
I'm joking. I know what everyone's going to say, but
James Sanchez.
that is the lineup. That is a good team. I think
know that.
whether we go with Emerson at left back or not, whether we go with Pulisic or Mount or Willian, whoever the winger is, even Hudson-Odoi, he could be back for this
we
game.
have so many options. It's unreal.
There's an abundance of talent at Chelsea, but the key thing is we're here now, we're in Spain. It would be a bit of a boring preview if we didn't give a genuine prediction as to what we think is going to happen in this game.
I gave you a very interesting statistic yesterday, didn't I?
You did. Give it to all of us.
Chelsea, in their 3 visits to the Mestalla, are unbeaten. On top of that, whenever Chelsea have played Valencia in the Champions League, we have progressed to the final. Putting it out there. I'm having me shish kebab.
You're delusional. You've got to calm down. You're too positive. Come back to the real. All right.
You just say me being too positive.
No, I'm just taking the Michael Owen out of the general consensus about all Chelsea fans, from not only Chelsea fans, but the footballing world in general. We get to the final whenever we play Valencia in the Champions League. That's great. Book your flights to Istanbul now. They're cheaper if you book them in advance. Travel hacks, Benson. Scoreline for Wednesday night.
1-0 Chelsea.
1-0 Chelsea, I would take that. 3 points is the only thing that we want to take away from Valencia. It could be the dodgiest, most rugged, boring performance ever. I'd take a 1-0.
Zuma thundering header from a corner.
Oh my goodness. I'm going 2-1 Chelsea. Reminiscence of Michael Essien. N'Golo Kante to score. Tammy Abraham to score the winner. Valencia 1, Chelsea 2. 3 points, and then we go and beat Lille as well. We finish top of the group. We draw Eden Hazard's Real Madrid in the last 16.
No.
We come back to Spain in February.
I don't want to draw Real Madrid. Can we draw like Dynamo Zagreb?
Got to get out the group first, so
Yeah.
we'll just focus on the game tomorrow. Thank you guys for watching this match preview. As Louis mentioned earlier, we're also filming another video. We're going to try and say different things, but the same kind of things, so that we're not just like ruining our authenticity and credibility here on YouTube. Go and check his channel out, link in the description. This man's doing bits. He's out in Valencia after missing flights, going across London on the Central Line, first thing in the morning. I mean, if that isn't worth a subscription, I don't know what is. So go and check this man out. Links down below. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know your starting lineup in the comments down below. And if you argue with anything that we say in this video, just let us know in the comments down below. We read all the comments, try and respond to them as well. And then tomorrow, it's an early kickoff, which means the match vlog will hopefully be live before you guys have put your head down on the pillow. Hopefully it's a 3 points, a Chelsea win. We will see you all there. Goodbye.